Okay, guys, this one I'm very curious about.
Huh?
This is a tablet that is only available in China. When I ordered it, I did request a folding case. And if you look, it's even got a location for the Lenovo pen. I don't think that this comes with the pen. I'm pretty sure you have to order that separately. So, folding case, it's rubber. It's not super great, but it is an option to order when you're ordering this device. And considering that this is a China-only tablet, you might want to consider doing that because it might be difficult to find a case for it. So as you can see, it is a Lenovo. Can't read what the processor is because most people who are watching this, I'm guessing, speak English. Not that great. We'll see what actual gaming is like once we get there. Holy cow. There's a tight squeeze. Oop. Let's not rip that. Okay, so in the box, obviously, we have the tablet. What else does it come with? It does come with a charging block. I always love to see that, especially with everybody being cheap wieners and removing these from everything. This is a 45 watt maximum charger, so not quite as powerful as the Y700. And then a USB-C to USB-C wire. That feels much better quality than these cheap crappy ones that the controllers keep coming with. On the other side, it has a SIM removal tool. I don't remember this having 5G, but no, middle part doesn't open. Nothing under the middle part. I have ordered Chinese tablets before. My wife uses one right now. She managed to crack the screen on it, so I am replacing it for her. Plus, it's just getting old, and it's got a crappy old processor. This thing is hefty. My goodness. Let's just say 625 grams. That is a heavy tablet. Especially considering how cheap this thing was. Like, I am not joking, guys. This thing was insane. We have a camera and flash on the back. It is 13 megapixel, which, as far as tablets go, I mean, that's really not bad. That is on par with the tablet, or the Y700. The screen is already covered in fingerprints, and it did not come with a screen protector, which it was supposed to. So that's great. The case is aluminum. Volume buttons are aluminum. We have a magnetic connector on the back because you can buy a keyboard for this. We have USB-C charging on the side. And there is actually a SIM tray in here. Can I get that to focus? There we go. It's not really focused, but there is a SIM tray. Otherwise, looks like your Wi-Fi antennas are up here. I would have liked to see a second USB-C charging port, but I mean, this isn't marketed as a gaming tablet. I've already just set up the basics on this. So we are in the normal, how it is right off the bat. So, first things first, it's going to have the Soju keyboard setup. So just type in keyboard. You're going to want to scroll down, go to this on-screen keyboard, and turn this Soju keyboard off. Next thing that we're going to do we're going to turn on Google Basic Services because we're going to get the Play Store. I've already deleted a bunch of the Chinese apps on here because I'm not going to use Chinese apps. If I can't read what it's telling me, then obviously I can't use it. You got to clean these things up. Now, this is just a Chinese version of the Lenovo Tab Pro. So I ordered a screen protector for the Tab Pro. According to the internet, it fits. I don't know what this says. We're just going to agree to it. Well, we're going to click on it until it lets me get in. Then we're going to search Play Store. Just like that. And Google Play Store is right there. A couple of things while we're waiting for this to install. I ordered this controller because that screen timeout is aggressive. Because it's meant for tablets. And if you look, stock, it does not fit this tablet. However, these little rubber connectors, we peel them out, like so. And just like that, she fits. Thing we're going to check is Widevine support. So we're just going to go download Netflix. We're going to install it. Yep, we have Widevine L1, so we do get full HD. So it is reporting that it has an 8300, the Medatek 8300. It's only got 128 gigabytes because I was being cheap and I bought the cheaper one. 8 gigabytes of RAM. We're on Android 15. So let's see. This is the screen protector that I ordered. It is for an IdeaPad Pro, and if you look right there, TB375FC, TB375FC. This has the same screen as the Idea Pro. Now the IdeaTab Pro, for the same one, 8 gigabytes, 128 gig storage, is $399 Canadian, normally $550. It's on sale right now through Best Buy. I don't know how often those sales go. And that's without the case. I paid with the case $290.68. So that's almost half the price for the exact same tablet, just with the Chinese ROM. All right. So I've gotten a little bit of time to play around with the Lenovo Xiaoxin Pad, aka the Pad Plus Pro. Now, First thing right off the bat, this screen is absolutely phenomenal. This is one of the best screens I've ever seen in a device. I absolutely love it. That being said, there are some downfalls for me personally. And the biggest downfall is the Medatek processor. It doesn't do emulation very well. Is that a problem for most people? No. It will emulate up to GameCube no problem. The issue is that I want to emulate something a little stronger that requires a Snapdragon-esque processor, and this one just doesn't have the support for the aftermarket drivers. Again, not an issue for most people, just for me personally, doesn't work for my use case. So, like I always like to do, we performed a benchmark. And if you see, the CPU got 277,000 and the GPU got 374,000. This thing performs incredibly well. For games that are actually meant to run on mobile chips, this thing is an incredibly strong processor. Jumping into games like Genshin Impact, Diablo Immortal, which I personally love, you're getting high refresh rate the entire time. Plus, add in this awesome screen. I mean, the experience is phenomenal. This tablet, especially for the price that you're getting it for, is absolutely phenomenal. It's just that certain emulation doesn't work very well. Call of Duty Mobile works great. I have actually modified a controller to fit on this, which you guys have seen the review of if you follow the channel. And it works great. Plays games phenomenally. I personally, like I said, love this screen. It is so clear. I've brought it out in daylight. I've watched movies on it, and you have no issue seeing the screen in daylight. Again, it does have the Chinese ROM on it, so some things pop up in Chinese, but it's very few and far between. Just like the Y700, I would not recommend flashing this to the global ROM, because honestly, the only app that I have found that doesn't really work is Temu, and Temu's more meant for your phone anyway. Call of Duty Warzone ran no problem. As you can see, we are getting Wi-Fi 6, so it does support Canadian Wi-Fi 6 broadbands, just like the Y700. I do find that Google Files is essentially what you have to use. It does have a 10,000 something milliamp hour battery. I will put the specifications right here, right now. Honestly, overall, it's just a phenomenal media tablet. You're going to enjoy using this for absolutely everything other than Wii U and Switch emulation. And I mean, do you really need that? But again, going up to that level of emulation, there's a lot of messing around that you have to do to begin with just to get it to work. So it's not a beginner level that you're going to be working with anyway. The camera on this, again, nobody's buying a tablet for a camera, but the camera is actually quite nice. Even the front one is not horrible. I mean, I could do Teams meetings on this all day, no problem. This is a little awkward having it upside down. Now, one last thing that I want to go over is it has the magnetic slot on the bottom for the Lenovo pen. Now, if it was me using this, I would not buy the Lenovo pen because I don't really have a use for it. However, this is going to be my wife's tablet. And my wife has much more use for this than I do. The price that you can get these tablets for, now, when I was originally looking for a tablet for my wife, I was looking at getting the S6 Lite. which has the Exynos 1280 processor. Comparably, the specs on this tablet are better. The screen, I haven't seen the S6 Lite in person. However, this screen is incredibly hard to beat. I'm sure the camera is not doing it justice, but this genuinely has one of the best screens I've ever seen on a device. I'm actually a little jealous that my wife gets this for media consumption because of that screen. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap it up for this. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer everything as quickly as possible. My wife is also going to give a review after playing with this for a little while, and I will include that in the final edit. Hey guys, Future Kempinator here. My wife has written me a review and sent it to me, so I'm going to read it off here quickly. The tablet took a bit to get used to, as it's bigger than the other ones I have had. It's absolutely fantastic for playing games and digital planning, but a little awkward for reading books. Still doable though. I highly recommend this tablet for the price. It's easy to use and easy to get adjusted to. And just a reminder, she is a Apple user, so anytime I give her an Android device, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. Especially considering that every Android user interface is always different. So, as always, I love y'all. Y'all beautiful. I hope you had a great day. There's a link to this tablet in the description. It is an affiliate link. It helps support the channel. If you are going to go out and buy this tablet, would be greatly appreciated if you use my link. And again, I cannot recommend enough if you are looking for a large tablet, you can't beat the price that this thing comes in at. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Okay, bye!